Hello and welcome back to our regularly scheduled last minute Genshin Impact events. This time it's Fulminating Sandstorm. 3.5 hours left. In response to the inexplicable dangers lurking amidst the sands, the Academia seeks to repel the threat using machines. You encounter an anxious researcher near Aru village. The Culling of the Worms proposal. Near our village, you encounter an anxious-looking researcher. Okay. Where that is. Aru village. Oh, just right here. Shraya. That fool, running headfirst into the desert like that. Do something, Fodil, please. Give him a hand. Apologies. The garrison in the village is limited, and since we're tied up with keeping them from causing any trouble, we can't afford to spare any strength for now. But that fool has been bending over backwards to deal with them, at least in the name of mutual interest. Well, it's not that we don't want to help, but the guards are now spread thinly across the desert on the lookout for them. Getting a team together is going to take time. How could this be? If we return to Caravan Ribat for help, it will most certainly be too late. Someone in danger? Eh? You guys are... just another adventurer passing by. And his best friend, Paimon! Adventurers, really? Thank the heavens. There's help for Viniac at last. Mr. Adventurer, please save Viniac. We'll make sure to reward you handsomely. First tell me what's going on. Well, the desert has become more dangerous than before, thanks to those wretched vermin running amok. It's for the best that I fill you in on the situation before making plans. You guys are right. Sorry, I was a little anxious. Paimon's been hearing you talk about a certain them this whole time. What are they, anyway? A swarm of weenut. For some reason, they have recently become unusually violent, hiding in sandstorms to attack unsuspecting prey passing by. They're just bugs. When you put it that way, yes, but this time there are far too many of them. It's hard to deal with them under the cover of a sandstorm, and they usually flee at the first sign of danger. Wow, that's quite the pickle you're in. It's not just Aru village. Other passing merchants have also been affected. That's why the Academia sent Viniac and me to deal with these unruly weenut. But the caravan we entrusted to deliver some components was attacked by weenut on the way, and everything got swept up in the sandstorms. I fear they've become the monster's playthings by now. I wanted to return to Caravan Ribat for help, but Viniac, who knew that after all these years, he's still as rigid as a machine. He said something about getting his precious components back and just ran into the desert all by himself. Maybe I should just let the monsters take him. Whoa, what should we do, Spiegel? If we leave this matter alone, not only will that researcher be in danger, but the weenut problem won't be solved. Leave the rescuing to me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I let my temper get the better of me. I'll mark the location of the attack on the map. Please find him as soon as possible. I hope he doesn't get the harebrained idea to dive right into the horde of monsters and start picking up components. Oh, 1900 meters, eh? I don't have that teleport point. Not yet, I don't. But I'm about to. We zoom in. Oh, wait. The berries and the nuts, I just don't get enough of them. They're not of. Leave me alone.
Illusion shattered.
You fool. Dummies. I wasn't intending to fight you guys. I wanted your nuts and berries. I can't wait to do all these quests. I mean, I can wait, obviously, because I have waited this long. but I'm excited to do them.
Everyone hold hands.
Can't collect it like that. Boo. Whee. All you little zappy zoopy teleport stars look appealing. But you're not going the way I need to go. Wait, Mora. Oh, it's a ferret. Man, they got tumbleweeds everywhere out here. So was I just too far away to collect it? I was. Okay.
Take it easy.
Bird egg. Alright, there's the man and there's the teleport point. Perfect all around. Huge success. I found a Vinayak. Smash.
Take it easy.
Greetings, sir. It is I. have come across the desert looking for ye. Getting in from this angle and using the terrain for cover, as long as the angle of sunlight isn't higher than, and my speed is no lower than. This still isn't it. What are you trying to figure out? A viable route to recover the components without having to face the monsters. Thanks to the wee nut, all my precious components got swept up by those monsters. Whoa! Who are you? When did you show up? I've been listening to you talk to yourself for a while now. Relax! We're not bad guys. Your friend sent us. Friend? Could it be Shreya? Shreya? No, she clearly said she wouldn't care if I was taken by the monsters. I see. She sent you to get the components, right? It doesn't matter if I'm taken by the monsters, but it will definitely matter if the components aren't recovered. Yeah, that sounds like something she would say. You could put it that way. Still, thanks all the same. I'm wrecking my brain trying to figure this out. I was this close to rushing out and just taking it one step at a time. One wrong step and I'll get caught by the monsters. If I wasn't here, and with Shreya being such a klutz, who else would be going to take care of these machines? No wonder Shreya was so worried. This guy thinks about nothing but his mechanical components. Spiegel, let's go and get the components before he gets himself in trouble. During the challenge, some 4-leaf sigils will have diving benedictions on them. Obtain this spell to create shockwaves at the point of impact to your plunging attacks, dealing physical damage to nearby opponents. Okay. Are you ready to go collect? Yes, I am ready. Excellent. In that case, leave this matter in your hands. But
Quietly now. Hey! There is no escape! Steady as stone. I'll catch up. As a dutiful maid would.
blop blop. Components collected 0 of 3. I did it. Go to the next location. Ah, I see. And then go get the boost. And smash!
Someone. I see everything. Gotcha.
Yeah, I know I don't need the camera angle to shift on me. Blammo!
Everyone okay? Busted. Illusion shattered. Shine down. Grow, grow, grow. Leave it all to me. Grow as a good knight should.
So we're just beating up poor defenseless monsters and taking their components back. Oop. Challenge complete. Oh, thank you, brave traveler. Oh, phew. It hasn't been too long and the parts are still in good condition. Just a few more adjustments. Viniac starts tinkering with the machinery. Viniac? Almost done. I'm almost done. Viniac! Whoa! Shreya, when did you get here? Well, you were fiddling with the components. Didn't you say that this place was dangerous and full of monsters? Why are you even here? I'm just worried about our components. If we can't finish this assignment, even I can't return to the academia. Ha! I knew it. Look, I have everything here. Once we go back and make some more adjustments, we can finally start assembling. So, what are all these components for? I forgot to tell you. They're for the Wee Nut Slayer Cannon, our graduation project. Why such an obscure topic? If you'd applied for graduation, you'd understand why. Well, not that any of this matters now. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Shreya, an Emerita graduate with a specialization in desert biology and ecology. This machine-obsessed doofus over here is a Ksharawar researcher with a specialization in applied mechanics. I'm Viniac. Thanks a lot for earlier. Can people with completely different fields of study work together? Don't get me started. Working with him on our graduation proposal was definitely the biggest mistake I've ever made as a student. You can't really say that. We both managed to graduate in the end anyway. We did, yes, but did you forget how many extra years it took? Whatever the case, we graduated, right? I heard some of our classmates just completed their thesis proposal last year. Ugh, enough. We're not students anymore, so can we just move on from these pointless discussions? You're the one who always starts it. Nonsense. When we were building the first prototype... Hey. Wow, you guys have it out for each other. How could the academia even think of sending you two together to handle this? Actually, the academia didn't send us. A person named Kunar was supposed to take care of this matter. You could call him my mentor's mentor. He was there during our thesis defense. I guess that's how we got the impression that some young students in the academia had decided... He got the impression that some young students in the academia had decided a Wee Nut Slayer cannon or something like that. So this time he simply kicked the two of us back here to deal with the problem, saying that the academia needs to give youngsters more opportunities to shine. But he obviously didn't consider the fact that the two of us have barely talked to each other since graduation. He even convinced my mentor. Anyway, this is an opportunity for me to get the Wee Nut Slayer cannon back out in the open. Once it's assembled, we'll show those vermin what it can do. There that mechanical idiot goes again. From my point of view, I also want to investigate the cause of the Wee Nut rampage to maintain the ecological balance of the desert. Mr. Adventurer, you look like someone of impressive skill. May I ask you to keep us safe while we're in the desert? I'll do it for the right price. Rest assured, there isn't a lot of support from the academia, but at least we're well funded, although someone here has spent most of it on upgrading the machinery. The improvements were necessary, and since you're capable of speaking politely, can't you be a little nicer to me? That depends on whether the person I'm talking to is worthy of my patience. Oh no, here they go again. Can we start with the actual work? Sorry, it's an old habit from the academia days. This batch of components has to be brought back to Aru village for further adjustment. By all accounts, we can't start assembling until tomorrow. We had previously planned to install the Wee Nut Slayer cannon in nearby areas where Wee Nut have been spotted. When the time comes, there may be other creatures attracted by the noise we make. We'll be counting on you. No problem. We can continue our debate now, right? I'm telling you, all my expenses are justified. Fine, you asked for it. Let's go over the details and see where all that more went. Whatever. Yeah. Blap. Wait until the next day. between 8 and 12. I have so many birthdays. Oof. I'm gonna have to... Hey, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Now, back to the action. Hit. Talk to the 2 researchers. Oh, they're not too far. Whee! I don't know why specifically they added these, but they are fun. A lot more enjoyable than the sometimes they work, sometimes they don't things in Inazuma. Hello, fam. I am back. So, why did you order customized rivets? They don't improve performance at all, do they? Riveted armor is a symbol of romance for Shara researchers. You guys haven't been at it since yesterday. Ah, you're finally here. Not exactly. We actually had the debate about funding yesterday. We were actually arguing about something else, but before I knew it, we went right back to arguing about funding. Something else? I've polished the seams of the components until they are shiny and sparkly, but Shreya is trying to abandon the plan. Abandon? I just want a temporary pause. Didn't you notice that there's something wrong with the environmental parameters? If we continue with the assembly, the charging efficiency of the device will be much lower than expected. We need to figure out what's going on in this area, eliminate all external influences, then proceed with assembly as planned. There are plenty of situations where the ideal and actual circumstances don't match. There's no need to be so fussy. I took the margin of error in consideration when I drafted the blueprint, so it's not a big deal at all. Besides, sometimes you have to test things out before you can figure out what the problem is. Is that why you tested experimental device number 2 until it exploded that other year? That was different. I didn't realize the need to leave room for error back then. Is there a safer way to do this? I'm thinking maybe we could first switch off the turret's firing function and just do a simulated experiment of its charging process. That won't do. I don't trust your judgment on this. Let's get rid of the turret ignition module, and I'll safeguard it for you. You can install the other components however you please. Remove the ignition module, then the Weenut's layer cannon will just be one big paperweight. Didn't you say we'd just do an experimental simulation of the charging process? At the end of the day, you're still thinking about firing that cannon. Maybe we start by building the framework? Well, alright, let's just think of it as a trial assembly. If only you'd had said this earlier. I expect a lot of monsters to be attracted during the installation process. When the moment comes, we'll be counting on you, adventurer. In the Fulminating Sandstorm challenge, Deviant Weenut, that, can suddenly attack from underground and disrupt operations. The charging devices and the Weenut's layer cannon require a stable operating environment. All components in various areas must be defended. Opponents in various areas must be defeated for the 2 machines to be assembled. Okay. What am I looking at here? So I did part 1. I'm doing part 2. Okay. Hello. Brave adventure, are you ready now? Yes. Excellent, excellent. Then let us begin. Oh, sorry, that's the guy. Excellent, excellent. Then let's begin. I didn't read that. T. Shoop. Ha!
Hey!
Quietly now.
Illusion shattered. Steady as stone.
Take it easy. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
You're still alive? How? Protect it. Set it up. Now what? Yum. Yup. Kya! I'm stuck.
Quietly now.
There is no escape. I see everything.
Spreading the love around.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Goodbye, goodbye. Set it up. No, set it up, I say. Huh.
Shine down.
Oh, it's a big monster.
Busted.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Not big enough, though. Set up the cannon. Ta-da! Challenge complete. You will be returned to the researcher's location. Yes, yes, of course, I understand. That was close. Even the Weenet have come to mess up our plan. Hey, if we hadn't deactivated the ignition, we could have killed it. Not that the Weenet has escaped. Now that the Weenet has escaped, it'll be at least one more day before it lets its guard down again. You're not planning to argue over the tiniest detail and let it go again tomorrow, are you? But what about the parameters? I have tested them all, and although the charging speed is a little lower than the calculated value, it does not affect use, and there are no safety risks. Shreya, I know you want to consider and analyze everything before acting, but you know, things don't always go according to plan. If you keep getting hung up over the small details, you'll miss the best opportunity to act. Remember that time our midterm thesis defense got delayed? Hesitating won't get us anywhere. Okay, here's your ignition module. Alright, tomorrow we'll finally be able to put the Weenet Slayer cannon into action. I'd like to bring them back to Aru Village and tinker around with them a little more. We've got to make sure we're properly ready for the Weenet Slayer cannon's first ever official appearance. But why is there a deviation in the environmental parameters? What caused the Weenet to suddenly act out? You can't really just let these matters rest. Mr. Adventurer, could you please come back tomorrow? By then, we should be facing the Weenet directly, and hopefully we'll have some sort of clue. I hate the tomorrow thing. Like, if you're doing this throughout the week, it's fine. But, like, just having to rest like this is just silly. Just let me game. Let me jam. Bling.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
The footprints are amazing in this game, in the sand. You're here, adventurer. We were just about to make the necessary installations. If all goes well, we'll be able to give that monster a good lesson to remember today. During the formal charging process, there may also be monsters who will try to disrupt the process. When that time comes, please keep an eye out for the charging progress and durability of the device. Sure thing. Thank you very much, adventurer. I've got an idea. You've been busy running around helping with the Weenet Slayer cannon. The honor of testing it for the first time should be yours. You don't want to do it yourself? I'll be happy enough to watch the shots land. Besides, to let someone else light the fire so that we can see the fire in all its glory, it speaks for itself. All you have to do is protect the charging device from the monsters and wait for the energy to fill up. Watch for the moment when the Weenet reveals its vulnerable spot and then fire at it with all you've got. The ignition and auto-correcting mechanisms will take care of the rest. Sounds impressive. Spiegel, Paimon also wants to watch. Okay, I'll handle it. Alright, that's the deal then. Let me tell you how it works. The deviant Weenet will sometimes enter a berserk state in which they will keep their distance and launch long-range attacks. During this time, they cannot be damaged normally. The Weenet Slayer cannon is the only weapon that can defeat the deviant Weenet. Use the charging devices to power the cannon up, and then only then can it fire. However, charging devices will also attract nearby opponents. Attacking certain opponents will result in the coalescing of elemental energies. Touching these coalesces will charge the Weenet Slayer cannon. Rocks in the nearby area sometimes contain such energies, but they can only be destroyed by the Weenut's attacks. Baiting the Weenut into destroying these rocks seems to be the most effective method here. Okay. Brave adventurer, you ready to operate the Weenut Slayer cannon? Sure. Alright, Sandstorm's whipping up now. Everyone to your positions. Okay. Elemental mastery increased by 100.
Quietly now.
Stop attacking my shit.
Illusion shattered. I see everything. There is no escape.
Look at that. Eek. Go protect the next charging device. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Hey, y'all need to chill the hell out.
Everyone hold it. Illusion shattered. Leave it all to me. Hey,
Busted.
Eek.
Take it easy. Ha.
Charging complete. Go to the turret to fire. Kerblamo! Get wrecked. I didn't even need the third charging device because I collected all the little particles. Did you see that, Shreya? Our Weenut Slayer cannon is a game changer. I wish all the supervisors who listen to our thesis defense could come and see this. That would cure them of their antiquated views. So it really did go off without a hitch. Thought it was going to end up like experimental device number 3. Only from our failures do we learn to succeed. I'm no longer who I used to be. How many accidents happened that year? Well, anyway, this experiment was a success, and that's all that matters. Yeah, while the ball is rolling, maybe we should try it somewhere else. Eyewitness reports say that there are Weenut in this area numbering in the double digits at the very least. Whoa, double digits? You're not going to pick them off one by one, are you? That would take a really long time. Huh? What's the matter? If it's the maintenance of the Weenut Slayer cannon you're concerned about, you don't have to worry. Wait. It would take a long time to repeat this process over and over again. Even if the machine doesn't break down, we will. Viniac, not everyone can be jolted back to life after just smelling machine oil. Really? Looks like wetware performance will have to be considered next time. Anyway, let's call it a day. With data from this full run and samples collected after the battle, I'm one step closer to solving this puzzle. What puzzle? Why the Weenut are behaving violently, abnormal environmental parameters? If we can figure that out, we might be able to get to the bottom of this mess. Please give me one more day to do some research. By this time tomorrow, we should have the results. Okay. Wait till 8 tomorrow. Chapter 2, collect. Chapter 3, collect. Chapter 4, in progress. Nope, not bag. Escape. You fight them until from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's quite quite the epic battle. Boing. Give me that. Hello, friends. Yeah. So as far as the conclusion is concerned, we've made a convincing case for using the Weenut Slayer cannon to get rid of the Weenut, right? That's different. Don't give me that told you so look. What are you squabbling about this time? Just kiss already. Ah, Mr. Adventurer, listen to me. I found out what the cause is. Oh, excuse me. The frequent activity of the Weenut underground has caused a disturbance in the elemental energy in this region. This energy, in turn, affects the behavior of the Weenut, causing them to start running amok on the surface, further exacerbating the environmental imbalance. The abnormality in the charging device's efficiency was also due to the disturbance of elemental energy in the environment. I knew the machine that I designed would never break down so easily. If you don't consider the surrounding environment, wouldn't that be a design problem? And since the cause is overactive Weenut, is the solution to just keep fighting more Weenut? So after going around in several circles, we're back to where we started? Knowing what to do and knowing why you should do it are two different things. As a researcher, you couldn't even grasp that, and that isn't even the end of it. Normally, nature sets limits on the ecology and behavior of populations to keep the environment stable. The chaotic elemental energy disrupts the balance, which makes the Weenut extremely active. As long as we can find a way to return the elemental environment to its normal state, we can reduce Weenut activity. After a while, the balance should restore itself. Redirect the flow of elemental energy? But how do we do that? Well, as long as we figure out where the strongest concentration of elemental energy is, we'll be able to direct the flow of that energy with a device. We unclog the flow of energy, and nature should take care of the rest. I've already calculated the location of the node. It's somewhere around here. As for a device that can redirect the flow of the energy, we already have one. You mean the Weenut Slayer cannon? Precisely. The Weenut Slayer cannon can channel the surrounding elemental energy before discharging it all in one go. Next, we just have to set up the Weenut Slayer cannon and go through the same process as yesterday. There may also be monsters and Weenut that will be drawn to the weapon during this time. Perhaps a small reduction in their numbers would help expedite the natural balance. So, as far as the conclusion is concerned, we still have to use the Weenut Slayer cannon to shoot at monsters, right? Don't give me that told you so look. If Shriya's hypotheses are correct, this will be the Weenut Slayer cannon's most critical battle. Brave adventurer, are you ready? Yes, of course. Alright then, let us begin. Let us prove to all of Sumeru that this cannon isn't just a pretty face. Okay. Attack speed of party members who use polearms, claymores, and swords will be increased by 20%. Hey-ya!
Everyone hold hands.
Things are about to get dicey.
Oh shit, it's like shotgun blasting at me now. You missed. Ah, you didn't break my rock, bro.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Someone needs.
Take it easy.
You missed. you skipped one.
Busted.
I see everything. Illusion shattered.
Fire the laser! Some Mass Effect type shit right there. Challenge complete. We did it again. Sure enough, the charging unit is running more smoothly. As you said, the elemental environment in this area is returning to normal. The activity of affected WeNet will calm down after some time, too. Yeah, thanks to your precious WeNet Slayer cannon, we can report back our success and go home. It's our precious WeNet Slayer cannon, Shreya. I never forgot that this assignment was a joint effort. We definitely had our share of disagreements, but without you, the cannon wouldn't have been a success. Oh, we definitely had our share of disagreements, but without you, the cannon wouldn't have been a success. What's gotten into you? Is this about wanting me to put in a good word for you in my report? Well, I just suddenly feel that what we went through just now is quite similar to our experience from the other year. It wasn't always smooth sailing, but we still made it in the end. And let's face it, in the end, your solution proved more efficient. I can't take all the credit, because you were onto something too. If you hadn't tested the WeNet Slayer cannon, I wouldn't have obtained the necessary data. To fix the machine, you may only need to replace one gear, but the true challenge is finding that gear. These words from my mentor are beginning to make sense to me. I'm so glad you're here, Shreya. I'm glad you're here too. Huh? The atmosphere between these two became so different all of a sudden. Just leave it, Paimon. When we were cooperating on our graduation project, our relationship was rather rocky because we weren't very mature. Yeah, looking back on it, it wasn't anything too serious. Well, how about meeting at the cafe for a drink next time? We could discuss how to write the report. Whoa. The ending. Wait until the next day. Okay. Tick tock, tick tock. 467. Hello, bird. Are you nice to the bird? Because Yaimiko is not nice to the bird. Whee! Holy. Ah! I want the flaming flowers. Can I not have the... Oh, you bastards. Hey, you guys have treasure. Can I have the treasure?
Gotcha.
There is no. Inazuma
The
shall
beast!
eternal.
Get away from me.
But a momentary distraction.
It's a lot of goodies. Alright, continuing on towards my researcher pals. What the heck? Thing was just chilling, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, I'm out. Ah, they're back up there. I see. More foes. Yeah, I need to come out here with like an animo person. Look at all the sand there is to uncover. By yourself again, huh? Why? Hello? I don't understand. She was the one who mentioned the idea of going to the cafe to write the report. Why are you here by yourself? I don't want to talk about it. She's off to work on the report by herself. We were supposed to meet at the cafe yesterday, but it took her a long time to show up. She didn't even bring any pen or paper for her report. I criticized her for wasting time when we should be working on the report, and then she flew into a rage. She said she'd write the report herself and made me leave. This is ridiculous, don't you think? You're an idiot. Still, I'm used to her fiery temper. She'll simmer down in a couple days. If only controlling her emotions was as simple as flipping a switch. Best of luck. Huh? Even you're acting strange. Oh well, never mind. There are still a few affected Weenut around here, though I'm sure the situation will resolve itself if I just leave it alone. But if you have time, please help prevent them from threatening passersby. By the way, the elemental environment and the charging device are now back to normal. There's never been a better time to experience the Weenut Slayer cannon at full power. Multiple Weenut and Berserk states will appear one after the other, but the charging device, now at full operating capacity, also stands ready. Defeat as many of the Weenut using the Weenut Slayer cannon as possible. Well, there are still some affected Weenut nearby. If you've got the time, please help take care of them. Sure. Wonderful. Why, this is the best opportunity to test the full output of the Weenut Slayer cannon, if I do say so myself. Okay. Elemental burst damage dealt by all party members increased by 20%. Wow, fire, 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 fire.
These are about to get done. Illusion shattered.
He's attacking a charging device? Are there even any rocks around here? No.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Charging confirmed. Fire the laser. Yeah. Get wrecked, nerd. Charging device number 2.
I see everything.
Dang. Try that again, dude. Pew!
Quietly now. Game's up. Thumbs up. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Need you to die?
There is no escape.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Charging complete. Preparing to fire my laser. Zap. Challenge complete. What'd you think about it? Well, no, I'm good. I think. Fulminating Sandstorm. Complete. And, okay, completion and consummation. Complete completion and consummation within 5 minutes. Complete completion and consummation while ensuring that none of the charging devices suffer over 50% damage. Okay. Apparently I did all of that in my first try, so everything is now claimed. Okay, is that it? Quests. Where are the quests at? Quests. Gosh, I have so much. Okay. Yep. Well, I guess that's it. So, I hope you enjoyed this event with these foolish lovers. So thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you with the next event, which will be what? What's next? So I have, this is all forever stuff. So this has 7 days left. This has 14 days left. So it's this, but I have to unlock the Genius Invocation TCG first. So I guess I need to do that this week. So you'll see me unlock the TCG soon, and then I can play it. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.